put in my word counts for NaNoWriMo. I have a few buddies on this site that have given me permission to look at their pages and kind of see where they are. Some authors that I like and respect very much, so I'm probably going to look at a couple of them today and talk about their books a little bit. But let me put in my word count for today. I'm going to do total words. Okay. So 31. Update progress. What am I doing? Showing how happy I am? Is that okay? I don't know. This is all new to me. Alright, so I'm at 31. I got my update your progress badge. I got my first day update badge, and I've passed the 1667 words that would make 50,000 words in 30 days. I'm trying to finish in 20 days, so I'm doing 2,500 minimums, and I went over today, so that's good. Sure, got some other badges there. So I want to kind of take a look at what some of my other author friends have done. So let me look at my buddies list, and first I'll look and see what Jessica McHugh did. Alright, let me bring you guys back in. Jessica McHugh has done this a bunch of times. She's a great writer. Her current project, Under Wraps and the Tale of Jet and Wild. Now, I don't know if Under Wraps is actually the title or if it's something. She means that the title's Under Wraps. But she hit 2,000 words today. I checked earlier. I don't know how many words she had done earlier, so maybe she's writing more than once today. But 2,000 words is great. She is well ahead of schedule and has hit her updated more than once today. Okay, so that's something she's accomplished. Here in her bio, it talks about the story Green Kangaroos, which is great. She has a young adult series called the Darla Decker Diaries, which I love, and a blackout poetry collection. I couldn't remember the title of it, but A Complex Accident of Life. Let's take a look at her page here. She's been in a lot of anthologies. The Train Derails in Boston. I don't know if we can see that one at the edge of the picture here. I'll go ahead and click on it, and then we can just look at it. Train Derails in Boston. Love this book. It is great, very intense, and of course she's just done a great job with it. A Complex Accident of Life. I'll take a look at that one. Love this book as well. She does blackout poetry, and so takes pages and creates them. But I've seen most of her work online with that, and it's just the visual of them are beautiful, and they just look great as well. Green Kangaroos is right here. That's a great book. It's sort of intense, like cyberpunk stuff. Rabbits in the Garden is a wonderful book. Let's see what else we got here. Here are the Darla Decker books. It's very, it's for younger readers, and it dives deep into some issues that kids face, but it's a lot of fun too. So it's really great. I got one of those from her from a convention a long time ago. The Maiden Voyage and Other Departures. That's a wonderful book where she's kind of in an alternate world. It's a little bit steampunk, but she's sort of created her own genre there as well. This is an older one, but the Nightly Owl, Fatal Raven is a wonderful book as well. So definitely a lot there that's worth checking out. Jessica McHugh. Now back to Nano. Let me see if I can look at one of my other author friends. Armand Rosamilia has given me permission. I got permission from all these people before I looked at their pages, so I'm not like just invading their privacy. Okay, so we'll take a look at Armand. He has a lot going on. The book he's working on is The Devil's School. At first, he was just an unnamed horror book, so I didn't know what was going on. He's at 4,092, so he's updated more than once today. He was at 3,000 something earlier. So I was trying to kind of get close to him, but he's already blasting away. So I'm probably not going to catch up to him this session of NaNoWriMo. He has a lot of great workout as well. The Dirty Deeds series is a great crime fiction series. Chelsea Avenue is wonderful, and so are the sequels. United States of Apocalypse that he co-wrote with Mark Tufo. They're working on the sequel to that, so I'm very excited that they have finally gotten back to that project. Green River Blend is a wonderful horror book about coffee. Also, Keyport Cthulhu that he co-wrote with Chuck Buda is good. The Beast is a wonderful monster story. The Sea Was Angry is another great one. The Enemy Held Near is a book I co-wrote with him that's a haunted house story. Let's see. What else do we have here? Again, the Green River Blends and the Dirty Deeds series. We got the Dying Days series, which is really good. The Hidden Truth is a transgressive crime fiction novel that we wrote together, and a bunch of other great stuff. Here's the Dying Days Family Ties is a young adult novel set within his more intense Dying Days series. Make Believe is not out yet, I don't believe, but is up for pre-order, and these are his short stories. I actually follow him on Patreon, so I get to see a good number of his short stories, but I'm going to definitely pick that up as well as we go forward. Alright, so I'm going to look at a couple other folks today, and then I got permission from some people to look at some of their stuff tomorrow. Let's check out my buddy Tim Meyer. So I'm going to go see how he did today on air. I'm going to check everybody once I'm done here, but see how he did on air. So we'll click him. Alright, he is really blowing it away. My friends are really pushing themselves today. He has the Pteranodon Canyon, so it's a monster story. It looks like a dinosaur type story. He is at 5,434 words, and I think he's updated more than once. Yes, so I looked at their stuff before I started, and so they are moving right along. He is looking to tear it up. Everybody's going to be writing faster than me. He's already passed his 5,000 mark, so that is really cool. Let's take a look at some of the stuff he's written. I believe I have him up as well. Okay, here we go. The Switch House is a wonderful book. This is a new cover. So it's kind of like a couple is in sort of a reality show where they switch homes. Then they come home and everything seems the same, but something's different. It bothers them. It's great existential horror there, real terror even. Kill Hill Carnage is a great book. It's sort of about this... It harkens back to some kind of the 80s slasher films, and sort of like one of those Jason type monsters that would be around, but it's unique in the way it's approached, and it's a great homage to those films, but the book elevates it into something different. Now, the story, the Pteranodon Canyon, probably is similar to some of these books that he's done for Severed Press, I believe. Primal Terra is where I believe I've read it. I believe it was a jewel thief who goes into an apartment and or is chased into an apartment and then ends up going through a portal that takes him to a primeval sort of dinosaur world. Really well done. Shark Water Beach I have not read yet, but another one of those monster stories. Sunfall I have not read. I just saw this today that it looks like he co-wrote with a few different people. So maybe that's an anthology or maybe it's a series, I'm not sure. Limbs is a very interesting sort of a unnerving love story horror kind of thing, but it's interesting. I don't want to give anything away by telling you too much about it. The House of Mirrors is really good. It's a photographer that ends up in a home that kind of has a history to it, and then he starts seeing different things from what he's able to. Lords of the Deep here is another monster story that he co-wrote with Patrick Lacey. So any monster story that Tim Meyer is creating is really, really good. So he is a consistently great author. So I have updated my NaNoWriMo, and I am clearly well behind my friends who are really tearing it up. I think maybe they're trying to get a good head start going. I'm ahead of my own schedule, but I'm not looking to finish earlier than I have planned. So I want to get it done by the 20th. But they've done some great work here, and I'm looking forward to staying ahead as I go along. So I've gotten a good day on, well past my goal, and not nearly as good as some of my challengers who are definitely pushing it to get a lot of words done. So they're going to blow away their NaNoWriMo goals, and I'm very, very proud of them.